But there are a lot of smaller companies that are, or smaller automotive companies which are tier 1 suppliers and tier 2 suppliers. They, and some of them are connected online with us. So for companies like that, how can they start? So what should be their first or baby steps into adopting artificial intelligence into their organizations? So what would be like, what should be a quick wins for them is what we would like to understand.
It's just a change of mindset, Tanmay. Nothing more than that. Nobody, no businessman, no entrepreneur would want to run a business at loss, right? And AI, for sure, for all right reasons, right, is gonna add up to the P&L of an organization. The only key difference, in my view, which we should think about is just not get fascinated with the word AI and keep on looking out anything and everything wherein you just have AI written over there. Look for the right use cases, and I'm sure every single use case which is there can provide more value to an entrepreneur, to a startup. And Tanmay, it's the other way around. I'm seeing the startups coming up these days when I'm meeting out my partners. I'm seeing my partners talking more about co-pilots. And like I said, internet, it just took the word internet and it bombarded a lot of information. Similarly, AI or co-pilot, Tanmay, right? Co-pilot, interestingly, was a term identified by Microsoft. And then it just went on like anything. Everything which is coming as a use case can now be treated as a co-pilot. So my sense is it's just a change in mindset. Like Pankaj said, don't get threatened with it. Just feel collaborated, enriched, because this is what is going to stay. Believe it or not, this is what is going to stay. Now we have to just ensure how do we enrich ourselves more. How do we, I would say, expedite our career growth path. Our industry growth path using AI is all what we need to think about.
That's again a great take on the same topic. Yes, sir.
Adding to what has been already spoken, and Tanmay's question was more in terms of the tier 1 suppliers and how do they adopt this challenge of AI. The challenge is definitely there, because if we are talking about companies who could be 5,000, even 500 crores turnover, 10,000 crore turnover, maybe they are looking at more in terms of the ROI which an investment into AI is going to give you. And these are not very large groups. So there is always a pushback. There is always a wait and watch situation kind of a thing, that okay, let other people adopt, I will wait, and then I will try to look into it. But I think more progressive organizations which I have seen, many of our suppliers who have that knack towards technology, and they feel with a very progressive mindset that if you have to work, you can work today, even though at a very slower pace, but you should be aware about what is happening. And for these kind of tier 1 suppliers, I think, as Arijit said, I think the change of mindset is very, very important. I think people cannot wait and watch. This is the time where you can't see that, okay, मैं देखता हूँ पहले कैसे चलता है ये, फिर मैं adopt करूँगा इसको. I think that is not the time today. You will have to be with the flow. You will have to understand, but at the same time, developers like Softute will have to think how you can make it more economical for these tier 1 suppliers, so that their inhibition towards investing large amounts of money in this kind of a technology is taken care of. But at the same time, that is also going to give you an advantage, because these tier 1 suppliers are on one side attached to the OEMs, and on the other side they're attached to the tier 2 suppliers also. So if you cater to them, you are actually catering to the complete ecosystem, and the complete supply chain is catered to. So I think that you can keep